Hello, it's Ben at Stafford Station Engage, and this time I've focused on the OHLE, the overhead line equipment, and just give you a brief view of what I've done. So I've done a whole lot. Close up of that one. So there's different types. There's this one, for instance, which has the weights on, as you can see there, and then there's the standard one here, which I've done like a multi-span, so I've joined two together. So what I'll do is I'll just take you through to my previous self and go through the build. So as well as using the standard end brass OHLE, I'm also going to try and model this type of OHLE here. There's a picture of it here. This is the OHLE that has the tautness for the wires on. It's got the weights down here. There's a few more pictures of it. It's quite good for scaling actually. It's got a train next to it, so get an idea of proportions there. You can see the weights that help with the tautness of the wires. The picture there, even this has variations, so the second one further down the line is almost slightly different in terms of the girder structures to this one, but I think I'll model the both that I'm doing, the main ones, using this one. I'm also going to model this disused one as well, I think. Done the basic drawing outline of how it's going to measure up. I've also measured this distance on the layout as well, of how it overhangs the main fast lines and slow lines, and this extra line as well. So it's basically overhanging about 7 lines, and there's these weights here as well. This is the gantry I've also drawn up, which is a cable gantry as well. The idea is to make it mainly out of 3D printing for the girders, but I'm also going to use this kind of L profile wire as well on each side as well, basically to help support as well. Get on with that. So this is what I've done so far. So I've got half the gantry here, and then you'll have another half joined here. So I'll mirror this. So what you've got is the over gantry registration arm here, and then the under gantry here, which actually holds the line here. So there'll be an arm coming out here, and then so basically there's 2 lines, the above line and the below line. So if you can see on the image, you can see how it works there. You've got it going over and you've got it going under. On the one behind, they both go under. So so that's I'm going to do that. I've also want to do for how to construct. I've got little L girders, tiny ones that here. So this L section here will be basically metal struts, which then I'll attach the 3D print to. I was just wanting to give some extra support with some brass, so that's what I brought. So for the legs, I've done a left hand and right hand, and I've got these counterweights here to kind of give, they're used to kind of give the line some tautness, the electric lines that is. So I just tried to model that as well. Just give a little bit of a zoom in on those. One of them basically got like a sort of an angle on each side. I've also tried to do the struts as well. So I've done a 3D print. So I've got the, close up there, I've got the brass angles on each corner. Fiddly. This is extremely fragile. It's only about 0.6 mil, these spines, so also I messed up the right hand side. I put this the wrong way around, so I had to pull it off and put it back on again. But yeah, I got the zigzags configuration. Well, I want it now, so yeah. So just seeing how it looks in situ, across the track. So I've also 3D printed the registration arms and the overhead positioning arms as well. I'll have to actually position those on above the track themselves, make sure they line up. So yeah, that's next to do. Just give an overall view of it. .3D printing the register arms now, so just trying to make sure I line them up so they don't drop down too far, so they're going to hang over the edge of the bottom of the OHLE I've just done, and then another 4 mil down there. I want them to kind of be in a straight line up with the existing end brass portals, yeah. And also the width as well. I didn't really want them to be more than 15 mil across, just so they're in proportion really. So yeah, get those printed off. So I've done 3 of them now, including this disused one over here, and I've also done the registration arms on each. So just give you an overall view. And on this one, the 2 main track ones have their arms in completely different configurations actually. On this one it's all on the right side and all the arms facing the same way according to the pictures, but this one has a traffic lane sort of configuration where depending on if you're going left or right dictates which side the arms are put on. So on this side there's some as well. So yeah, so I've painted up the OHLE in a mixture of Humbrol 147, a light grey, and Humbrol 64, a mid grey. Airbrush that on. Give you a view of that. I've also painted the insulators, you can see a black, and the weights as well, a kind of dark grey. Come off to the side, same thing. Yeah, quite pleased with them. So I'm just deciding what I'm going to do with the standard portals now. So I've just cut out templates of the end brass portals I've got. There's 3 different varieties. There's a 4-track, 3-track and 2-track. So I've marked up by number what type they are there. So that one's 4, and you've got 3 there. The 3 there is also a 2-track as well. So I'm just doing this, so I'll just cut out this paper just to sort of mark out roughly where they're going to go. So this is the prototype. So yeah, we've got the main portals I've done there already, and then these ones, I mean, looking at other pictures, most of these are actually span the whole track, but I don't think I'll do that, but I will do that for some. So for these, for instance, they're just on their own, except for that one down, that massive one down there near the bridge. But for these, I'm going to try and span one track, so there's no like middle section, or there's no separate two ones basically. So my idea is to use that 1mm L profile I did for these, and just bolster the bottoms so they're kind of reinforced. Otherwise, probably get sagging. They're quite sort of vulnerable, really. It's just bent edged brass, so I'll probably cut down to 4 lengths for these ones, and also this one here, but the rest will just be on their own. So instead of using the end brass, edged brass legs, which you form by bending each of the 4 sides, I've decided to 3D print the legs instead, because they were, to be honest, a bit of a pain to bend. They're quite small and they were hard to get into a rectangular shape. So I'm going to 3D print the left and right legs. Now this green one has got some registration arms for the one of the siding tracks, so that's why I put these on. Not all of the portals will have those, so most of them will have on these on each side, which are, can work both ways. Another thing I've done is put holes in the bottom to hold the brass tubing, so I can put them into the board, and so they don't fall over. I made a mistake on the first ones I did. I didn't put this hole in. I had to actually super glue the 2mm tubing on the end, and then obviously that's yeah, it can break off quite easily, so I put a hole so I can put that in. So yeah, I'll get these printed next. So just starting on these end brass portals now, which come in a etched brass form like this. He shut down, so I ordered a load. So I've got this one, which is the 4-track one. There's also a 3-track and a 2-track one. So I've formed some already. To join these 2 portals together to cover 7 tracks, I've got 2 4-track portals, and then I've cut little sections out like that so they can join together. And then I've got the this L section to go on the bottom. So I've actually done one already. So yeah, so I've got the L section in the sides, and I've stuck the 3D printed legs on as well. So just trying out these 2 for size now. So these are in between the 2 I've done. So trying to line up so they've got these masts sticking out, servicing this siding here. You just see there. Just trying to position those. So I'll put these additional 3 portals in now, which span the 7 tracks, and also I'm measuring up a new one as well. So it's from a template basically. So that's another 6-track one, a bit shorter. And then this one as well. I'm also doing 2 spans of this thinner type of portal, which you can see on the prototype near the Newport Road bridge end. So if you compare that to the standard one, which is quite a lot thinner. I've had to use my own former. I use the standard one. I mean, I think Enbras did provide a former for it, but I haven't got one, so I've just done one out of plasticard. So I'm just forming the second one at the moment. Just gluing up one of my final portals now, so just thought I'd give you a view of the process. I've kind of got a little bit of plasticard to help kind of balance it while it's gluing. Yeah, these are the printouts, so I've had to print out quite a few of these, left hand, right hand, and these are the ones here. So yeah, quite a fiddly job as usual. So just a close-up of the brass 2mm rod that I've used in the bottom for these. So yeah, I put a hole in the 3D print and then I've managed to squeeze it in there. So hopefully you enjoyed the build. Thanks very much for watching again. It's been an interesting one. Quite enjoyed doing the different types and you know, studying the prototype and you know, trying to make it as interesting as possible. I didn't just want to stick to a standard one type of OHLE. So hope you'll join me on the next one. It's getting to completion time now. I'm nearly done on it. I've still got to finish the back of Telegraph Street there, so maybe on with that next time. So I'll leave you with some running shots, and thanks for watching again.